Whenever you build a new software project, you're confronted with the so-called devil's quadrangle, which is exactly what you see on my screen here. You have these four trade-offs that you need to make: quality, scope, cost, and time. Quality, of course, being the software quality in general, which boils down to maintainability, reliability, usability, and all these kind of things. Speed of the software as well. Then you have the scope itself, which means how many features do you want to build into your software product? How many things can this thing do? And of course, you have cost, because software is never free. Someone has to code it. Yes, we do have AI. Yes, we do have vibe coders and all these things. But in the end, as many of you know already, it's not a solution for everything, especially if you actually want to build production or enterprise grade software. You need to have the quality, you need to have the reliability, and that's where the quality aspect, again, comes into play. So the Devil's Quadrangle still applies to AI-based, like software that has been written or supported by AI. So you still have to make these trade-offs, right? And then, of course, you have time, because if you want to have a really bloated software that can do tons of things, which is the scope, it should work really well, which is the quality. And either way, it will be probably quite expensive and it will take a long time. So this is just an example of how this quadrangle usually works. If you, for example, just vibe code a prototype, you most likely will be on the cheaper side of things. So cost is not really an issue in that sense. Time as well, you're really fast too, because AI writes the code all for you. But usually you're then restricted on the quality side. I think no surprise, because a computer has written it without understanding the full context. There are usually there's a lot of dead code in it. Security issues usually are part of it, and so on and so forth. And as a lot of people also already have noticed, when you want to build more complex software, especially if you are on the vibe coding end, like on the extreme end of AI, building up complex software with a huge scope becomes a huge problem as well. So you most likely are also restricted on the scope side of things. If you, again, then go a little bit less from the vibe coding to let's say you have a developer that is using Cursor, then quality and scope can go up a little bit, but also cost and time will go up. So that's usually how this quadrangle works. And I haven't seen any examples so far in the real world where this doesn't apply. So whenever you build a new software project, think about those four trade-offs, because you need to make